How's it going, everybody? It is Saiyan Prince back again with another video. Today I wanted to do a updated video of my modded OLED Nintendo Switch. This is a Nintendo Switch, the OLED model, running custom firmware. It is also on firmware 17.0.0, so as of today, that's the newest Switch firmware. So I do have it updated to the most recent. And I really quickly just wanted to showcase to you guys some of the changes that I have here. As you probably noticed, I have new Joy-Cons on here. I've got a bunch of new plugins that I'm going to show you guys, as well as my games and apps and stuff like that. So if you're interested in any of that, check the timestamps down below and they will help you out. Okay, so first off, the controller. I'll leave a link for these controllers down in the description. Now, essentially what these are, they obviously mimic the look of the GameCube style controllers. They're not exactly like GameCube controllers. They're a little bit different. If you notice here with the clicks, here, listen. See, so that's not exactly how the old GameCube was. So there's some differences for sure. There's some mappable hotkeys on the back, which is pretty cool. They can charge individually. And then also, they can charge while on the dock. So these are pretty cool. I like them, but I don't use them very often. Most of the time, I'm using my other Nyxi joypads from the previous video. So just thought I'd mention that really quick. These are cool. Just thought I'd show them off to you guys. Just let you guys see what those were all about. All right. Now, I've added some new plugins. I know that in my last video, I showcased some cool stuff like adding cheats and stuff like that. So I have updated all of those things to 17.0.0 and it all works. So I guess I'll just show you guys some of that. First and foremost, this is one of my most favorite plugins that I've come across recently. This is called Emuiibo. Okay, now essentially what I can do is I can bring up my Tesla menu, which is this menu here, and I can access Emuiibo. And what this does is this makes it to where I can actually have a virtual Amiibo linked to any of my games. So let me just showcase what that looks like real quick. So like if I go to some Zelda Amiibos, right? And then I have them all in here. So let's do, I'll just start the game and show you guys how that works in game real quick. Let's go ahead and start it up. Still rocking my custom themes. And sorry, my camera keeps adjusting. This is really cool, guys. This is awesome. Essentially what this does is it makes it to where you don't have to have the physical Amiibo to access the rewards in the game. So let me just load my save here. I don't think I have any mods on this save file or on this version. I know I have mods on Breath of the Wild, but I don't think I have any mods on Tears of the Kingdom. So once it loads up, all right. So, I mean, we all pretty much know what this is all about. All right. So once I'm in the game, I bring up my menu. This is awesome. I just go to Emuiibo. And then I pick the virtual Amiibo that I'd like to do, and I'll just do my Zelda ones. And let's do this one. So I have this Amiibo in a case, but this makes it to where I don't have to pull it out of there and scan it every time. So I'll go ahead and select that one. Now what this does here is it makes it to where the it's showing the random UUID. I have that set to on. This is so cool, guys, because if you set that to on, you can essentially scan the same Amiibo multiple times without having to change your clock. I mean, I know we've all probably done it, but check this out. So I just set the power to Amiibo, and boom, there it is, just as if I had taken the figure or the Amiibo and scanned it. See what we get. I probably am full on my weapons. Yeah, I am. Story of my life. Okay, yeah, so that's how that works, and then I could, scan it again. Boom, just like that. I want to scan it again. Boom, just like that. I want to scan it again. Yeah, so I don't have to reset the time of day. right? I don't have to reset the time of day, and I can scan literally any Amiibo that's ever Amiiboed, right? So I just bring up my menu, and as long as I've dumped the Amiibo data on here, then it's here. I can use it, you know, and it's real easy to add these Amiibos. I mean, check this out. It's all very similar looking, but that is a different Amiibo. Yep. So that's how Emuiibo works. It's really cool. I loved that. I loved that feature. So that's a new plugin that I've added, so that I thought I'd show you guys real quick. I just really liked that a lot. Okay, I'm going to exit that out. Another thing you can do when you have a modded Switch, okay, you can add mods. Now, it's super easy to do. I'm going to hold my right bumper before I launch a game. And it brings me into my homebrew menu. And then you can access your files from here using DBI. You can access saves, from the internet. So if you don't want to unlock all the characters on Smash yourself, you can just download a save, no problem. It runs Retroarch, which is all the emulators that you'd imagine, all the old school emulators. I'll show you guys more of that in a bit. And then, so check this out. These are some of my newer ones. I have Simple Mod Manager, and I have a Simple Mod Downloader. So essentially what you can do, if I go to Manager here, I have one mod installed on Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and it's Sonic the Hedgehog. And at any point, I could disable this mod, activate this mod, add new mods. It's it just essentially makes it to where you can dump any mod on here and then access it through the mod manager. Very convenient. That way you don't have to, go in and remove your ROMFS folder or anything like that. You can just do it all from the menu. I also have a mod downloader. So I think this is linked to Game Banana. I'm pretty sure it's linked to Game Banana. And, so it automatically will bring up the games that you already have installed. So as you can see, I have a bunch of games installed. And then it will search for mods for those games. So let's just do Mario Wonder again. And then you can scroll through the mods on whatever you want, right? And then you just hit right bumper to scroll through the pages. Or you can hit the search function and search by name. So, so if I just search Wario, Waluigi over Luigi. Let's check this one out. Okay, and then it tells you about it. It's a texture swap for Luigi. And then you can scroll through. It looks like it gives a pretty good description here. All powers besides Elephant Luigi are not in the no UI mod. So it just kind of gives you some ideas about what the mod is like. Then you can view the images to kind of see what you're getting. And so that looks okay. So essentially what you do is you just download it from here. Super easy. You just press A on it, download it. I'm not interested in that mod, but you press A, download it, and then go back to your manager by pressing plus. Go back to your manager, press plus again. And once you've got the mod, you just come in here and turn it on and activate it. Once it's active, like I said, I already have this one in here, and it's as simple as that, guys. I mean, that's all I've done for this mod. I'm usually manually dump my mods. It's just personal preference, but I thought this was a really cool way to add mods, especially for people who don't want to be plugging into the PC all the time or anything like that. So this may be what you guys have been looking for, for the guys that want to keep off their PC and just keep it all console. You could do that here. And then I'll go ahead and launch that, because I did, excuse me, I did add that Sonic mod earlier. So we'll go ahead and launch this. If I remember right, it is over the blue. My son plays this all the time. I promise I'm not that terrible. Okay, it's over Blue Toad. And then we'll just jump into a level. Yeah, okay. So as soon as we become Big Toad, look, there's Sonic right there. I mean, so boom, the mod's in the game. It's here. That's all the work that you have to put into it right there to add a mod, which is insane. Once you've already got your plugins and everything set up, I mean, adding mods is super easy. Super easy. Some games like Super Smash Brothers will require more setup, and I'll show you guys that in just a second. But yeah, this is one of the mods, and you can tell, see, it even has its own physics. Like, Sonic even has his own physics here. He's faster. Okay, so not going to spend too much time on that. You guys get the idea. Pretty cool. Adding mods that way, super easy, right? So let me show you guys a couple of mods that I've manually dumped onto my Super Smash Brothers. Now, this can take a little bit longer to load whenever you have a bunch of mods or a few mods or whatever, because it has to load the other directories on top of it. So just keep that in mind. It may take just a little bit longer to load when you're launching these things, but I think the trade-off, the payoff is worth it. And I actually have a really exciting mod on here that I put. This was a manual dump. It required way more setup than something like the mod manager is capable of doing, or the mod downloader even. But this is truly fantastic, this mod. And see, it's Smash. I'm running the Acropolis version 3.1.4. It's the newest version of Smash. And I may have to blur some of this out, you know, because they're always watching. Once you've modded your Switch, you can go to the eShop, but it's not the eShop anymore. If you have Acropolis, you can go to Mod Manager in here, and these will manage all of your Smash mods. So this is set up by default. So I have Kami's Lookout as a stage. I have Wii U Link, and then I also have the World Tournament Arena, which is pretty cool. And then I have the Goku moveset. And there's no pictures here, but I'll show you guys that. So we just go to training here. Like I said, I had to manually dump these. So I'll go to the new stage that I put on there. Now, I have a couple that I swap out between, you know, with the stages. I try not to bog the game too much. So I have all of the characters. I have all of the characters. This is a save file that I got from Tinfoil. So, yeah, check it out, guys. Here's Goku in Smash. And, y'all, this is a fully fleshed out Goku character in Smash. This is a fully fleshed out version. I will leave a link to the mods down below. But, I mean, this is awesome. And I'm not very good at Smash either. But, I mean, this thing is sweet. I mean, look, his specials, right? Even, let me turn it up a little bit so you guys can hear it. Yeah, so even like, he's got his smash attacks. And check this out. When you're ready to amp it up, you can even transform. It's just aesthetics, you know. It doesn't do anything other than that, But yeah, this is a fully fleshed out Goku mod, and it doesn't replace another character. It doesn't replace a character. It is done over the Ryu model, but it's so modified that you wouldn't know it. And he even has his own like outros and stuff like that with his voice and stuff. Really, really well done mod. He has his own animations. I mean, you name it. And then he has a few transformations. So I've got Super Saiyan Blue. I've got Ultra Instinct. Mastered. And then at that point he's maxed out, right? But if you're ready to go back to normal form, you just press down. Yep. And he's got his regulars. Show me your true power. Show me your true power. Yeah. Yeah, so that's I mean, you know, he has a few moves. He can do like the solar flare, which if they're looking your direction. He can do this whole thing, which is awesome. You know, but if you guys are interested in the Goku mod, I'll leave a link to it. Mastaklo, I think, is who made it. He's awesome, so check him out. This is version 9, 0.9, so it's in beta, so it's not 100% done yet, but it's really cool. And he's still working on it. He's going to work on it and put it with Smash Line 2 here soon, apparently this month. So I'm pretty excited to see that. So yeah, guys, adding mods to your modded Switch is not too bad. Not too bad. You know, he made it super easy to add this one. So anyways, I really like that mod, but I probably spent way too much time talking about it there. So I'm going to move on. Yeah, so what I was talking about earlier with the save files, essentially what you can do when you do have access to like a save manager, which again, I just hold R, go into my homebrew menu, and I don't think I did it that time. Let's turn off my plugin here, because I'm not using that anymore. Okay, so now you just hold R, go into your homebrew menu, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay, and then see, I can access game cheats. Let's see, JKSV. Okay, so this is my save manager. So check this out. It doesn't sound super exciting at first, but guys, this is really crucial to have on your modded Switch. What you can do is you can transfer your saves from your emulators or whatever, your PC, wherever, and you can put them on your modded Switch. Or you could transfer them from your modded Switch to your PC or to another Switch. So I have a buddy of mine who has a modded Switch as well, and if he wanted my save file, I could easily share it with him via this method. Okay, and essentially what you do is you just click on the game, make a backup, and then, you know, you can do whatever you want with it. It goes in its own folder. So really, really convenient. That right there is a game changer. So it doesn't seem like it would be that important, but that is a game changer plugin. Super useful. I still have my 90 DNS testing utility. I have Chiaki, which allows me to play my PlayStation 5 on my Nintendo Switch as long as I'm on the internet, which is really good, surprisingly. Right now, I would say I don't use it too much because it requires you to be on the same internet, I'm pretty sure. And I just got a new internet service provider, so I haven't even hooked those up. I haven't linked them, but it is something you can do. I have access to my cheat menu. I'll show you guys that in a second. Obviously, emulators, like this is Dreamcast, so you can play Dreamcast on it. You can do DS emulation, all the same stuff I showed in my last video. I'll link that video as well in case you guys want to see that, but I don't want to rehash over the stuff that I've already covered. And, you know, file transfer and everything like that, all that is pretty normal. So yeah, you could do themes. So if you wanted to install themes, check this out. This is cool. So this is how I just dump my themes, and then once they're dumped, I can come in here, preview them. Okay, that'll be cool. That'd be for the home menu. Yeah, all right. That'd be for the lock screen. And, you know, you can save any of this. Or like if you wanted Pokemon theme, you know, you could have some cool Pokemon themes. I've got a bunch of themes on here. What's this one? Oh, well, let me view it. Okay. Yep, I got a bunch of themes on here. I've dumped so many Zelda themes. Of course, I gotta have my Vegeta themes, you know. And you can make your own themes too. A lot of these were put together pretty quickly, you know, so Mewtwo, Arceus. Those are folders. Here we go. Yeah, so this is a big one here. Yeah, the one I'm rocking now. There's a couple different variations of it. Pretty cool. Anyways, that's themes. You get the idea. You can also change your themes. Let's see. Retroarch is the same as it has been. It's awesome. Basically, you can play, you know, all your old emulators. So like Game Boy Advance. Everything Game Boy Advance. It just works, y'all. It just works. I've set it all up. It just works. Legacy of Goku 2. let's say I want to play that. I just hit run. I can make a shortcut for this, obviously, on my home menu as well. I mean, look, boom. Game Boy Advance, right? So it's the same like it has been. Yeah, then when I'm done, I can just exit out. And then I do have a forwarder for Retroarch, so I can access that at any time. Right here. So I could just click on that, boom. Let's see. As far as plugins go, I still have my status monitor. So if you want to monitor your FPS, you can just hit, you could have that layout, the big full layout, or you could do something a little less crazy up there at the top, right? So you just access all of that with the hotkeys. Super easy. Edizon is the cheat manager. It works exactly like it did in the last video. Let's see. I did add some cheats for Mario here. Not to turn this down. Yep. And so start her up. And then I can just go into my cheat menu, Edizon, cheats, Mario codes, use all unlocks, bam, got it. Right? So jump back in. Let's just do single player. So this is all unlocks, right? And I did add a Sonic mod to this. My son's a big fan of Sonic, so I put him in there too. Yeah, and he's fully voiced. And look, now I have everything unlocked. And that's a cheat. So I already had the save file. I have the save file for this where everything's unlocked already, but this is the cheat that would do it. So, and that definitely works. So adding cheats, something super easy to do to your modded Switch. I mean, it's a very easy thing to do. I also have Sysmodules. This is so I can turn off my plugins. This is probably not going to be for everybody, but this is so I can easily access my plugins, just whatever you want to do. SysClick allows me to overclock. So like I mentioned in my last video, I can overclock my Nintendo Switch per game. So I would edit the app profile, and then while I'm playing handheld, for example, I want to boost the CPU power, so I could boost it, right? For Mario, it's not really needed, but yeah, you get the idea. And then you just save your profile, and every time you launch this game, it's overclocked, so you might get better performance. You most likely will. So, and then I have my patches that it runs. So, those are most of my plugins. So those are the new plugins. I'm going to show you guys some of the new additions that I've added to the pseudo legit emulation side of things. So this is the NSO setup for like the subscription service, but I'm not a subscriber. It's not something that I want to do. I have all these games. I can just play them, pull my actual Game Boys out. So they are requiring a subscription service for games, a bunch of these old games, and then they don't even have all the ones you want to play. But I could dump my own games in here like I have. See, a lot of these aren't even in the service. A lot of these games aren't. And then it's just as simple as, you just play it like normal, y'all. I mean, it's all the same thing. All right, so that plays. When you're done with it, you just press both the triggers at the same time. Game selection, go to a different game. Pokemon Gold. Everything works. It works like perfect. You can do save states, all of that. All that stuff is still the same. So still have that, rocking that, still works on the newest firmware. Probably turn it back up now. And then I also have the 64 one, the Game Boy Advance. So show you guys what I got on Game Boy Advance. And sorry, I'll actually go through all of these so y'all can see them all. It's just basically every Game Boy Advance game that I've ever played or been interested in playing. And I'll just start from the top here so you guys can just kind of see. And they all work, of course. And if there's anything in future videos that you guys would like to see, like any gameplay of this stuff, just say something in the comments and I'll try and do more of it. It's hard catering to a larger audience, you know. You want to do something for everybody, but you don't want to bog the video down too much or bore people with all this, because, you know, a lot of people have seen this stuff, but then a lot of people haven't. So if there's something that you guys want to see, just leave me a comment and I'll try and make sure to include it in my next one. And then, you know, all of these work, guys. I mean, it's exactly like you'd imagine. I mean, everything is exactly as it should be. I'm going to go ahead and go back so you guys can see the rest, though. But yeah. This is all a pack from eradicatinglove. I will link his channel as well. He went through and packed all these together. But it's not hard to do if you guys want to pack in specific games yourselves, make your own pack. It's pretty easy. It's just time consuming. So I really appreciate that he did that for the community and shared it. That was just super nice of him. But yeah, that's Game Boy Advance. Yeah, so, and that's like, that's the official service. I'm using the official service, but I'm just dumping my own ROMs that I have, right? So once you dump your own ROMs and, you know, you save them, you can emulate them, and it's actually compatible with their emulator as well. So there's that. Nintendo 64. I'll just go through these really quick. Same thing as the Game Boy Advance, stuff like that. I'll just start at the top here. You guys can kind of see them all. Yeah, I used to play this Spider-Man a lot. The PS1 version. I love that game. It's the Mario parties, Pokemon Snap, the original, Mario Golf, the old school Zeldas. I love those. Mario Kart, the old ones. Yeah, and then like I said, you know, these are all pretty easy to add games to, so all pretty easy stuff there. The video's getting kind of long, so I'm going to move it along a little bit faster here. And if y'all have any questions about any of this, just leave them down in the comments and I'll try and get back to you. I mostly respond to every comment that I see, so. And then DS. So this is not through NSO, obviously. This is through MelonDS. I just made the icon look like that because I just thought it was cool. So, yes, DS works perfectly on a modded Nintendo Switch. You just launch the game here. And I really like DS on the Switch. It's really nice. And you have this little stylus over here, this little hand, which I love. And then when you pull the button, it like, watch this, it like grabs. So I love that. Yeah, I love that. So it like, you know, it's like a little clicky hand. Anyways, that's customizable as well. But I just, you know, I thought that was really cool. And you can switch the screen. You can set it with a hotkey. So DS works great, guys. DS is going to work full speed. No problem. This is my all-in-one emulation device, essentially. This can play, you know, obviously DS games and everything else I've listed. But also, a new addition for you guys. Because I did mention I was going to do this in the last video, and so I stuck to it. And I went ahead and added PSP. See it there? PSP. So this is using PPSSPP, the emulator. Oh, there it is right there. It shows it right there. It's free software. I don't have very many PSP games. But yeah, I mean, you can see them here. You can launch your games this way, which is fine. Sure. This is fine. You know, you can launch like Shin Budokai from here, for example. I think I have it set to, is it? We'll just tap it. Okay. Yeah, so you can make a forwarder for this and put this and see it's going to play just fine. I'll go through some of this. I only have a couple of PSP games on here. I mostly play, if I'm going to play PSP, I'll mostly play it on my Windows handheld, but this is cool. I mean, the fact that you can put it on here, you know? And I mean, I'm not sure how well it's coming through on the camera, but it's fantastic quality, and you can actually increase the visual quality as well. So, and then, oh, okay, so I have the buttons backwards. There we go. This controller, man. So let's see. Yeah, but I mean, you guys get the idea. If I fly through this, get some gameplay going. And I haven't played this in a little while. But yeah, full speed, right? There we go. Yeah, so full speed. And like I said, you know, that can be launched, you know, through the emulator there, which I have all these icons. These are all custom icons. Someone did a pack of those online. If I can find them, I'll link those. I just thought they looked really nice. So shout out to whoever did that. If I can find you, I'll link you in the description. Let me see. But a lot of this stuff I did 6 months ago or even further. Yeah, and there's Shin Budokai right there. So, I mean, I made a forwarder for this, right? So it essentially goes to the same place we just went to, but I just press A on it now. And instead of it going through the emulator and all the extra steps, now it just launches the actual game. So, see, right back to it. So you guys get the idea. So that was easy enough to do. I just did that on my PC. You just basically create an NSP. You route the pathways. You just write them out. It's super easy. 2 lines that you write out and done. So let's see. Okay, obviously I made a couple forwarders here, Game Boy Advance, stuff like that, and you guys can kind of see the rest of my games here. I'll have to blur out the next part, but essentially, and I'll just describe it, but essentially you can access many other things through Tinfoil. I'll just say that. You can access many things through Tinfoil. A lot of the stuff you've seen, you can inject through Tinfoil. Okay, so one thing in particular, I have save projects on here. I have the Ecchi save project, and I have the Eevee save project, and I think these are really cool because essentially what people can do is they can dump their saves, and they just dump them for the community, so people who have completed the game 100% or something, if you don't want to, like I said, you don't want to spend all that time unlocking characters on Smash, right? I just saw a video today where it was like, unlock characters, you know, in under 90 minutes, and I think that that's awesome. But I unlocked all my characters in under 90 seconds, so it's not really a comparison there. So essentially what I would do, and like I said, I'll have to have a lot of this blocked out, but this is exactly what you think it is. Let's see here. Yeah, so shared saves, right? So I click into shared saves, and look at this, guys. These are all of these saves that you can access. Every type of game save that you have installed on your system. So this right here would be Pokemon Sword, the post DLC for a girl character. It's the save. This is not the DLC. This is just a save game from someone who's completed the DLC, right? So you got starter packs, stuff like that, you know, all that stuff. So yeah, saves. You can just dump the save. I mean, it's super easy to do. Here's Naruto. The new Naruto that just came out should be in here somewhere. I think that's Storm 4. Yeah, it is. But look here, it says story complete all outfits. So that's all the outfits unlocked, all the story complete. You just have it. This is just complete unlocked. You know, all these different options that you have for your saves. So this is super convenient. You just press A, you'll inject the save. You now have that save. And if you're worried about losing your previous save for whatever reason, just use JKSV that we were talking about earlier and back up your save before you do that. Then you can have both. So have the best of both worlds. That's another thing you can do with a modded Switch. Okay, last thing I'm going to show you guys. Like I said, I am 7-8 months in. I don't know how long. I've had this modded Switch, right? It's a chip OLED. I'm not banned by Nintendo, guys. I'm not banned by Nintendo. So people who keep saying that you're going to get banned, you're going to get banned, I'm not going to get banned. It's not going to happen. This is my EmuNAND side of my Switch, right? So what I can do is I can access my SysNAND, right? So that's my legit side. So check this out. I just go to restart, hold my hotkey, which is just my volume button. And I can launch legit or anything goes, right? So let's do legit. There's absolutely nothing wrong with creating a dual NAND. This is awesome. This is the way you should do it. When you mod your Switch, do this. You know, this way you have the best of both worlds. This is my official, legit, 100% legit side of my Nintendo Switch. Nothing about this side of the Switch connects to the other side of the Switch. Absolutely nothing. So, you know, my saves here on Smash Bros, they're not there in this side. My, you know, save file, my mods, none of that is on here. But at any point, I could access online. This is just further proof right here that I'm not banned by Nintendo. Okay, so not banned. See, everything's all here, right? I could still purchase things like normal. I'm going to close it because I'm not interested in any of that. Yeah, you can check the news. You can check the eShop. Everything. This is a legit side of my Nintendo Switch. I can play with friends online. I can battle people in Pokemon. I can do everything. And then when I'm ready to go back to the free side, the side where you have freedom, you can do, you know, custom themes, you can add emulators, you can do all the stuff that you should be able to do with your console that you own. Just restart, hold my hotkey again. Goes back to Hecate, launch, and back to the good stuff. This is where I mostly reside, is on this side. It shows the atmosphere logo instead. You got a lot more on this side. Takes longer to load. It does. But, I mean, hey, it's worth it. And then right back to it, guys. Okay, yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I'm sorry for the super long video. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, just drop them down in the comments below. I'll help you as much as I can. Try and keep it clean down there. You know, try not to talk too much about, you know, anything sketchy that might get, you know, might put somebody under a microscope, you know what I mean? But if you have questions, you could always email me as well. It's in my about section. You know, I'm here to help you guys. Like I said, I'm here for you. So if y'all need anything at all, just reach out. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. It helps me out. And I will catch y'all next time. Okay, later.